Hello everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful gossip channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. At Carter's space, he lets Trust know this won't stand. Steffi is committing errors and individuals will see her absence of administration. Trust wonders that her character has been stripped away from her. Carter tells her, "Imprint my words. Something will be finished." Trust thinks this is all a direct result of her last name, Logan. Her mom committed the best sin of all, cherishing Edge Forrester, and presently Steffi is giving her restitution. She feels Steffi deliberately embarrassed her after all that she's given to the organization. Everybody remained there and failed to address it, including Edge, who requested her to leave the structure. Carter rehashes that Steffi crossed the line today. She believes she's triumphing when it's all said and done, the final word, yet she's not. That organization is Trust's inheritance, very much like Steffi's. She ought to be pleased with her name. Nobody, and not Steffi Forrester, can take that from her. At the Precipice house, Steffi and Finn are thankful that the children are at a sleepover. They go over the undergarments episode. Steffi realizes it wasn't him, and it was all expectation. She pushed her to her limit. She can't withstand anything else. Finn asks what she did. She says she terminated Trust and shut down. Expect what's to come. Finn can't really accept that this all went down. Steffi says Trust is crazy and it feels far better. She's out of Forrester and out of their lives for good. Say thanks to God. At Brooke's place, she finds it dazzling that Edge would permit Steffi to fire Trust. He ought to have assumed the best about her. Edge says Trust appeared in undergarments and hopped on Finn. Where's the uncertainty? Brooke argues that he's off base about Trust. You are. Edge gets some information about Trust. Brooke glimmers to Trust getting some information about her and Carter and says it was each of the a misconception. You can't let your little girl to this to Trust. You need to help me, Edge. Brooke grumbles that Steffi has been attempting to push Trust out of the organization throughout recent months. Edge counters that expect what's in store has been in a coma throughout recent months. Brooke says that is on the grounds that Steffi won't place assets into it. Edge makes sense of that is business. Once in a while you need to settle on difficult decisions. Brooke says Carter has extraordinary thoughts to make the line work. Steffi will not consider them since she believes that expectation and the line should fall flat. It's all private. Edge says she can't fault Steffi for this after what Trust pulled. Brooke says she's off base regarding Trust, and he is as well. At Carter's space, he asks Desire to battle for what's hers. He gives her a motivational speech and tells her she doesn't need to battle alone. I'll battle with you. I'll battle for you. Trust concedes a piece of her generally felt she was distant from everyone else. The main individual she could rely on was herself. According to Carter, not any longer. I have you. She has a real sense of security in his arms. He says he won't let her fall. Trust trusts him. You truly are the man of my fantasies. They kiss. At Brooke's place, she lets Edge know that he could effectively stop Steffi, yet he will not. Imagine a scenario where she needs to fire Katie or her. You really want to pick me. You want to help me. Edge is supporting her. He ensured the room line was a hit. Brooke says her girl merits a seat at the table as well. Those seats are not only saved for his kids. At the Bluff house, Steffi and Finn make out on the couch. He tells her the amount he cherishes her. Finn needs her to simply hear the words, yet additionally his heart. She strokes his chest. I truly do hear your heart. She recognizes easily the amount he cherishes her consistently. No doubt about it. They kiss some more. At Carter's space, he and Trust make out in the lounge room. He tells her she can trust him, dislike the others. Trust says Trust has forever been hard for her given her history. With him, it's been simple. Carter guarantees her she can rely on him, rest on him. I won't ever harm you. Trust feels she can do anything with him close by. Simply kindly don't let me go. Guarantee me. At Brooke's place, Edge advises her he's requesting that she support him. Trust attempted to annihilate Steffi's life. Before that, she pursued her child and played with Thomas' sentiments and feelings. Presently, that kid lives a portion of a world away with his grandson. Perhaps now is the right time to acknowledge the way that your girl doesn't have the foggiest idea what is fitting and what isn't. Brooke exhausts that Steffi doesn't mask how she feels about them. Edge says this is about her little girl going with terrible decisions and the results. Brooke whines that he accepts Steffi in light of the fact that she's his little girl and is in line to assume control over his inheritance. Edge expresses she's in that position since she tries sincerely and merits it. Brooke says Trust ought to have the option to assume control over her inheritance. All things considered, Trust and Steffi are rises to. Edge blasts. How are they approaches? Way off the mark. Brooke cries that Edge ought to have assumed the best about her girl and he ought to have trusted her. You really want to help me. You want to pay attention to me. You want to respect me. Also, you don't. It makes me extremely upset. At the Precipitous house, Finn and Steffi are snuggling after sex. She murmurs, "That was perfect. I want you." Finn says, "All things considered, you have me." Presently and consistently, they kiss. At Carter's space, he and Trust kiss. He tells her she's so gorgeous. "I love you." Trust asks how he's been standing directly before her, and she didn't see it. According to Carter, "You do now." She kisses his neck and jaw. "Gracious, I see you. Also, I love you as well." They kiss enthusiastically, and he rips his shirt off. Trust strokes his chest and grinds. Carter sits on the couch and Trust strips out of her dress. Walking around, she grasps his hand and sits on his lap. They begin making out once more and he lays her down to have intercourse to her. Brooke pleads that he's wrong about Hope. "You are." Rich asks how he's wrong about Hope. Brooke flashes to Hope asking her to keep quiet about her and Carter and says it was all a misunderstanding. "You can't let your daughter to this to Hope. You have to support me, Ridge." Brooke complains that Steffi's been trying to push Hope out of the company for months now. Ridge counters that Hope for the future has been on life support for months now. Brooke says that's because Steffi won't put resources into it. Ridge explains that's business. Sometimes you have to make tough choices. Brooke says Carter has great ideas to make the line work. Steffi won't consider them because she wants Hope and the line to fail. It's all personal. Ridge says she can't blame Steffi for this after what Hope pulled. Brooke says she's wrong about Hope, and he is too. At Carter's loft, he urges Hope to fight for what's hers. He gives her a pep talk and tells her she doesn't have to fight alone. "I'll fight with you. I'll fight for you." Hope admits part of her always felt she was alone. The only person she could count on was herself. Carter says, "Not anymore. I've got you." She feels safe in his arms. He says he won't let her fall. Hope believes him. "You really are the man of my dreams." They kiss. At Brooke's place, she tells Ridge that he could do something to stop Steffi, but he won't. What if she wants to fire Katie or her? "You need to choose me. You need to support me." Ridge is supporting her. He made sure the bedroom line was a hit. Brooke says her daughter deserves a seat at the table too. Those seats are not just reserved for his children. At the Cliff House, Steffi and Finn make out on the sofa. He tells her how much he loves her. Finn wants her to just hear the words, but also his heart. She strokes his chest. "I do hear your heart." She can see in his eyes how much he loves her every day. "You're all mine." They kiss some more. At Carter's loft, he and Hope make out in the living room. He tells her she can trust him. He's not like the others. Hope says trust has always been hard for her given her track record. With him, it's been easy. Carter assures her she can count on him. "Lean on him. I'll never hurt you." Hope feels she can do anything with him by her side. Just please don't let me go. Promise me. At Brooke's place, Ridge tells her he's asking her to support him. Hope tried to destroy Steffi's life. Before that, she went after her son and played with Thomas' feelings and emotions. Now that Roy lives half a world away with his grandson, maybe it's time to accept the fact that your daughter doesn't know what is appropriate and what isn't. Brooke fumes that Steffi doesn't even disguise how she feels about them. Ridge says this is about her daughter making bad choices and the consequences. Brooke complains that he believes Steffi because she's his daughter and is in line to take over his legacy. Ridge says she's in that position because she works hard and deserves it. Brooke says Hope should be able to take over her legacy. As far as she's concerned, Hope and Steffi are equals. Ridge booms, how are they equals? Not even close. Brooke cries that Ridge should have given her daughter the benefit of the doubt, and he should have believed her. You need to support me. You need to listen to me. You need to honor me, and you don't. It breaks my heart. At the Cliff House, Finn and Steffi are cuddling after sex. She purrs. And needed that. Need you. Finn says, well, you have me. Now and always. They kiss. At Carter's loft, he and Hope kiss. He tells her she's so beautiful. I love you. Hope asks how it is that he's been standing right in front of her, and she didn't see it. Carter says, you do now. She kisses his neck and chin. Oh, I see you. And I love you too. They kiss passionately, and he rips his shirt off. Hope caresses his chest and smiles. Carter sits on the sofa, and Hope strips out of her dress. Strolling over, she takes his hand and sits on his lap. They start making out again, and he lays her down to make love to her. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Hot shocking.